Hello, Nigeria. Welcome to another episode of Newsline. I am Jennifer Igwe. Now, victims are getting courageous today to share their stories because of better hope for justice than condemnation. That is not to say stigma is totally gone. This could probably be the reason for the increasing number of sexual assault cases. The statistics is becoming mind-blowing. And despite societal reactions over the rise in cases of rape in Nigeria, there seems to be no end to the menace. Heart-wrenching is the ugly aspect where supposed custodians of moral values aid defilement of minors and other evil acts. We must stand against rape and rapists. Stories on our lineup show more Nigerians are determined to help victims build their lives, and the NTA will support and follow up on cases. Then, father, daddy, papa, no matter what you call them, influence our lives in different ways. They are our real superheroes without capes. For their many sacrifices, dedication, care, and love to their families, society, and nation, the world is honoring them, and so are we. Then the stride we're making in rail transportation is worth sharing. Today, you can live in Ibadan and work in Lagos, a stress-free journey with comfort. How? Our correspondent will help us appreciate the round trips on the Lagos-Ibadan rail line. We do have an interesting lineup. I'll pause here, though, so that Elizabeth Omori can take the news segment from Abuja. Hello, Elizabeth. Take the baton.
Nice to see you, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Leaders of the Southeast Zone have dissociated the region from the secessionist agitations in the zone, reaffirmed their commitment to the unity of the country and condemned the destruction of critical public infrastructure in the region and other places. This was the outcome of a strategic meeting by the governors and leaders of the zone in Enugu to articulate the stand and demands of the Southeast for presentation to the President. Susan Eze has details.
Southeast leaders who totally denounced every secessionist movement and groups in the region maintained that leaders of the zone have been vocal about their commitment to a united Nigeria, anchored on justice, equity, and fairness.
We condemn in totality the activities of violent secessionist groups in Southeast and elsewhere. We firmly proclaim that we do not support them. They do not speak for Southeast. The impression that Southeast leaders are silent over some of our youth agitation for secession is not correct. Southeast governors, Ohaneze President, and her leadership, National Assembly members and her leadership from Southeast, notable leaders from Southeast, had come out publicly many times in the past, including ministers from Southeast, to speak against such agitations. In order not to mismanage the unfortunate situation we found ourselves, Southeast leaders have set up a committee to engage such youths to stop and allow the elders of Southeast to address their fears. Number 8, meeting directed our governors and Ohanes Ndibo to liaise with indigenes from northern part of Nigeria and other indigenes of other regions that are living in Southeast to come out openly and to assure their people and of course the nation Nigeria that they are very safe and well protected while living in Southeast.
The leaders condemned the killing of security agents and civilians and the burning of public infrastructure and requested that security agents discharge their duties within the rules of engagement and the law. The leaders promised to protect everyone living in the region, irrespective of their origin, and urged leaders in other zones to do the same.
We, the Igbos, do reaffirm our commitment to one united Nigeria under a platform of justice, equality of rights, fairness, love, and respect for one another. We have noted threats by some groups in some other regions against our people of Southeast, while we firmly promise to protect everyone either from our own region or other regions living in our places, we plead with the leaders of other regions to please note the threats to our people and to please address the threats to our people and to protect them.
The meeting set up committees that will hold further engagements and produce the document that will represent the decisions of the zone. In Enugu, Susan Eze, NTA News.
The expediency for Nigerians to consider the peace and unity of the country as a patriotic project that requires nurturing irrespective of religious or tribal differences have been reiterated. Senior Special Advisor to the President on Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Ayanacho, had a national dialogue to sensitize citizens towards national unity and security in Nigeria in Akwa Ibom State. Stated this as an advice. Kelvin Samuel reports.
Of recent, there have been voices of some national leaders breathing out inciting words against other ethnic and religious groups, which has resulted to the taking of arms by the youth. This situation necessitated a one-day national dialogue organized by the Office of the Senior Special Advisor to the President on Niger Delta Affairs in partnership with civil liberties organizations as a platform to enable stakeholders bear their minds on various issues affecting the nation.
This dialogue is art and it is coming at right. In olden days, if you want to join military or police, you will go to the paramount ruler. They will check whether you are from the lineage of stealing, and he will give his letter, his confirmation, before they will take you. Mistrust among the ethnic groups of this country, more especially the major groups.
The organizers insist that the problems confronting the nation can be solved amicably through dialogue, while calling on the youth to put down the arms and give peace a chance.
Every 4, 5, 6 years, whether you have, it doesn't need to be in the constitution, whether you call it referendum by whatever, let the people sit, talk, drink tea, and understand themselves.
When thoroughly appraised, no other day fits the bill as Democracy Day than June 12th.
The one-day national dialogue, which has as its theme democracy, security, and unity of Nigeria, ended with a refreshed hope and faith towards the unity of the nation. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
The Oluni of Ekiti, Oba Adeni Ajakai, has called on the federal government to take advantage of the traditional institution in strengthening the unity of the country. The monarch said this in the palace of the Oni of Ife in Ile-Ife.
The newly installed Oluni of Ekiti in the Ekiti state, Oba Adeni Ajakai, led chiefs and other prominent sons and daughters of the town to the palace of Oni of Ife to familiarize himself with the ancient town of Ile-Ife.
Ile-Ife is our source. So I just came around to say thank you to Baba for his support.
Oba Ajakaye also used the visit to talk on the state of the nation.
We continue to ask federal government to work more on the security architecture.
Oni of Ife, Obadeyeye Netogunwusi, advised the monarch to use his position for the unity and peace of Yoruba race. In Ile-Ife, Adejoke Eluyemi, NTA News.
Now to security, Governor Abubakar Atiku Bagudu of Kebbi State has declared an incisive onslaught against bandits in the state, using the invincible Yantari and local hunters groups to support security agencies in rescue operation of the FGC abducted students. Usman Abdullahi Show reports that the governor made the declaration while receiving the groups in Brennan Kebbi.
Governor Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, together with his counterparts, the Ekiti State Governor and the Chairman Nigeria Governors Forum, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, and the Jigawa State Governor Muhammadu Badaru Abubakar, who were in the state capital to sympathize with the government and the people of the state over the FGC Birnin Yawuri student abduction, received the local hunters and Entori group in their hundreds, who informed the governor of their resolve to join in the search and rescue operation of the remaining abducted students.
The security agents, we are ready to cooperate with them by all means.
As a chief security officer of the state, Governor Bagudu emotionally expressed readiness to lead the onslaught of the criminals to rescue the remaining abducted students.
We will go out there, and like I promise you, on the day we move out, I will not be in the office. I will join you in the field. It's not weapon that win war. It's the will that bad people cannot triumph. Go back to your communities and mobilize, because I will get clearance from security and we'll meet them on the field.
And inshallah, we shall defeat them. The bandits shall be annihilated. Our children will be recovered.
The governor also acknowledged the effort and commitment of the security agencies to rescue the remaining students. Usman Abdullahi Shehu, NTA.
Meanwhile, 3 students and a teacher who are among the abducted victims of FGC Birnin Yawuri have been rescued. A statement by the Director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, indicates that troops of the Nigerian Army, with support from the Air Force component of Operation Hadaring Daji, rescued abductees on the 19th day of June 2021 at Makuku in the ongoing search and rescue operations. Brigadier General Onyema notes that troops also killed 1 bandit, recovered 9 motorcycles and 4 handsets from the fleeing bandits. Additional troops have been deployed to dominate the forest and deny the bandits freedom of action. 2 teachers and 5 students were earlier on Friday, 18th of June 2021, rescued by the troops in a coordinated firefight with the kidnappers. Governor Samuel Ortom has disclosed that 40 militiamen who are alleged accomplices of late Ghana have been shot dead Saturday in Katsina Ala. Charles Abba has the details.
The governor stated that 20 of the gunmen attempted to release some of their gang members in detention at a police station in Katsina Ala local government area on Sunday morning. He explained that during a gun duel with policemen, 14 out of the bandits were fatally wounded and the rest escaped with bullet wounds.
Some of them one of the vehicles was bought. And this included some of the people they went there to do because they were also caught in the fire. So that is good news. For a very long time I've not had this type of good news. And so, I give you
the governor, who appreciated the security agencies for their efforts, urged Benue people not to relent in cooperating with security operatives in divulging useful information to enable them to effectively fight criminality in the state. In Makudi, Charles Abba, NTA News.
Away from security, the resilience of refugees, migrants and internally displaced persons in Lagos is paying off and gradually translating into wealth as they are now reaping the gains of the numerous investments by the federal government. Michael Olale reports that these achievements affirmed are products of togetherness, which resonate with the theme for this year's World Refugee Day.
From brutal attack in the poorest province of Mozambique to the adverse effects of COVID-19 and climate change, more than 80 million people are currently displaced globally. Ade Roland is one of them. He was not born physically challenged, but an unfair victim of conflict in Cameroon. He lost everything but not his life. And with the tiny thread of hope left, is maximizing the opportunity given.
Where I am now, I do not believe. I was not supposed to be here, but it's because of my handwork.
Just like Ade, the only thing 44-year-old Antoinette Traoré could remember to peak in the heat of the crisis in Mali in 2013 is her baby boy. Today, Sidi Koulibaly is 14.
Before they carry and waka, and now some people they call me, then they can't see me from my place. come by.
The federal government, through the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, is using this platform to showcase the strength of refugees and further seek for more assistance.
Part of what government is also doing is in the area of refugee health insurance scheme. We are taking care of them.
To showcase their resilience, that they are not just receiving aid, they are doing something.
The theme for this year's World Refugee Day is Together We Heal, Learn and Shine. In Lagos, Michael Olale, NTA News.
A serving officer of a law enforcement agency has been arrested for selling assorted illicit drugs to students of a federal university and cultists in Ogun State. A statement by the Director Media and Advocacy of the NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, revealed that the drug dealer who serves in the Lagos State Command of the security agency was arrested alongside a salesman with different illicit substances on June 15, 2021, after days of surveillance. Meanwhile, a Nigerian returnee was also arrested at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos, with 5 pellets of heroin weighing 250 grams inserted in his anus upon arrival at the de-arrival hall of the airport on the 14th of June via Turkish airline flight from Pakistan. Other five others were arrested with cannabis sativa, skunk, and cocaine. 4 roads in Ikoyi with a combined length of 4,347 meters have been added to the list of regenerated and upgraded roads in Lagos. Musa Tolia reports that the roads upgraded by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu are located in Etiosa local council development area of the state.
Upgraded roads are the 1,499 kilometer Thompson Avenue with 10.3 meters carriageway width, 928 meters long Milverton Road, 760 meter McDonald Road, and Latif Jakonde Road spanning 500. And Latif Jakonde Road spanning 500. And Latif Jakonde Road spanning 500. And Latif Jakonde Road spanning 500.
Walking and motorable roads where we can reduce journey time, where people can have a better experience within a neighborhood.
To several other roads such as Alawali Daudu Street, Women's and Knoxton Roads. It's also a strategic link road to other areas within the heart of Ikoyi.
This sustainable growth, sustainable infrastructural growth will bring the needed economic benefit to our state.
And like Oliver Twist, we'll just remind you that the Queen's Drive, Oyinkan, Abayomi Road is there.
Governor Sanwo-Olu thereafter reassured residents of Ikoyi that arrangements have been finalized to start reconstruction work on additional roads. They are Cooper Road, McPherson Road, Oyinkan Abayomi, and Queen's Drive. In Lagos, Musa Tolian, NTA News.
We do apologize for the loss of audio in some parts of that report. Talking health now, the Imo State government has assured that no effort will be spared in curtailing further spread of the virus. The wife of the governor, Chioma Uzodinma, made this known while flagging off the first rounds of the poliovirus outbreak response in Owerri. Obianuju Umoso reports.
The flag-off of the first rounds of poliovirus outbreak response is part of the commitment of the state government towards checking the spread of the infectious disease. Wife of the Imo State Governor, Chioma Uzodinma, who flagged off the exercise, urges parents not to take the immunization for granted.
There will be a house-to-house and outreach centers visitations. All mothers are enjoying to avail themselves this great opportunity by visiting the nearest health center to get children for accessibility.
Recently, we just had another one again, that's an outbreak in Abia State. So the federal government, in a way to stop the spread, now sent this outbreak response.
The drugs have been procured. In fact, we are ready. He has really enhanced us to do the service.
The immunization, expected to cut across the 27 local government areas in Imo State, will be done on house-to-house basis, while health centers will also serve as fixed posts. In Owerri, Obianujumosu, NTA News.
Fathers have been enjoined to be spiritually active in building their homes while they continue to enjoy the support of their spouses. This formed the thrust of sermons at churches commemorate the 2021 Father's Day celebration. Deborah Gazazi Mika brings us the fascinating moments of activities in some churches in Abuja.
This white apparel sets the tone for the Father's Day celebration at the First Baptist Church. The clergy says the role of fathers as physical and spiritual heads of their families should be expressed on their news.
Father is an expression of prayer, one who kneels and prays. And we were looking at Isaac in the Bible.
See that prayer work miraculously.
Our fathers don't really have enough time to take care of their children.
Being called fathers, we should not forget the responsibility. And as children of God, the primary responsibility of the father is prayer.
In another church service, clergymen re-emphasized the need for fathers to checkmate the actions of their children to eradicate societal ills in the country.
Calling on all fathers worldwide to lead their family by example, treat their family well. I expected to do what we should do as parents and leave the rest to God.
Some fathers in the church volunteer free healthcare services to members of the church in a bid to commemorate this year's Father's Day.
Social health services are just simple services that they need on a daily basis.
We are tests for them, we are checking them for diabetes, we are checking for blood pressure.
There has been a lack of formation or a deficiency in how children should be formed.
The celebration climaxed with thanksgiving to God for the gift of fathers to all families. Deborah Gazaji-Maika, NTA News.
Father's Day is celebrated annually across the world, and Vice President Yemi Osinbajo joined others at the Cathedral Church of St. Jude in the Butemeta area of Lagos to worship this Sunday. Prayers were offered for peace to return to the land. At the Asavila Chapel, the message was centered on the pains of the father. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Bas Mustafa, and Chaplain of the Chapel, Olu Sheyi Malomo, also called on Nigerians to support government's fight in ensuring peace at homes and the country.
The message for Nigerians on this day? Well, that we should be fathers indeed and take up our responsibilities of raising our families and nurturing them and providing for them emotionally, physically, and financially, so that we can raise a nation that can express its resilience, a nation that can stand there, a nation of men of character and conduct to sustain the legacies that we are putting in place.
Victory is assured because God is the ultimate father and he wants the better thing for us. He wants the best for us. He says, weeping may endure for a night and joy cometh in the morning. So as we celebrate the fathers and celebrate God, he will make that joy that all Nigeria needs to really come to pass.
In time to talk sports, Tamara Ibiwe will be our guide. Tamara.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Welcome to Sports Updates. We begin with football, where Rangers International held Dakar FC to a 1-0 draw at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, on Sunday, match day 28 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. In Aba, Enyimba and Nasarawa United played a barren draw. Lobsters were 2 goals better than Kwara United, while Kano Pillars lost 1-0 to Jigawa Golden Stars. Now to the national team, where Super Eagles goalkeepers John Noble, Ikechukwu Zenwa and Anayo Iwala are among the list of 25 players invited to camp ahead of a friendly match with Mexico. The 3-time African champions clash with Mexico July 3 in Mexico's Tour Series that will see them play 3 matches before Nigeria. All invited players are to be at the Abuja camp on Tuesday, June 22. Talking Euro 2020 now, Ukraine are up against Austria. North Macedonia lock ons with Netherlands on Monday in the ongoing Euro 2020. In Sunday's results, Matteo Pessina scored Italy's only goal in the 39th minute against Wales. Ethan Ampadu was red-carded. At the Baku Olympic Stadium, Switzerland outscored Turkey 3-1. Talking athletics now, Nigeria's 4x100 women's relay team, the quartet of Blessing Okagbare Igotegwono, Favor Ofili, Rosemary Chukwuma and Grace Nwokocha have qualified for the Tokyo Games as the National Olympic Trials ended in Lagos Sunday, posting a time of 42.97 seconds and priding themselves as the only team that made the Olympic qualifying time for the Olympic Games. And finally,
right there for Team Nigeria, looking good. That's not Kabaye, looking good, looking strong. Fabulous finish. Fantastic finish.
But this is like a completely new team. And I think we have the ability to run faster than that. But with these conditions, first time we're running as a relay squad, I would take it. Honestly, I was hoping for something faster than that. But with this one, I think we have a lot of room to make, correct some errors.
And finally, Nigeria's Olympic medal hopeful Elizabeth Ayanacho wins gold at the Berut Open in Lebanon moments ago. She defeated Denmark's Jasmine Andersen 11-6 in the minor 67 kg class of the G2 rank Berut Open, the last event on the World Taekwondo calendar. And that's sports update. Back to Elizabeth.
Thank you so much, Tamara. President Muhammad Buhari condoles with family and friends of architect Isaac Folayo Alade 87, whose legacy of brilliance and diligence continues to imprint on the nation's iconic structures, will continue to inspire young architects. In a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, the President joins the Ekiti State Government and Nigerian Institute of Architects in mourning the first architect to become a permanent secretary in Nigeria and Pro-Chancellor and Chairman Governing Council of the Federal University of Port Harcourt. President Buhari believes that Chief Alade's contributions to the design of iconic national structures will always be remembered for posterity. Next is a look at the weather prospect. All right, that will be it on the news segment of Newsline. Jennifer will be back with more reports after this time out. And don't forget, stand against rape and rapists.
You know how to buy sachet? You wouldn't even let my mother come and stay. I need help. You don't know how stressful it is taking care of these 3 kids. Are you still there? If you're not getting me fresh meat, do you understand?
Okay, I'm at the
Can
meat.
you switch to video call, please? Okay, give me that one. The one by your side.
Okay, fine. Please.
Where do I buy all these things now? Hey, go get Glow Berekete and call madam.
Berekete. The heavyweight voice and data plan. Get 600 Naira free credit plus 700% bonus on every recharge and up to 100% bonus on data plans.
The federal government of Nigeria is still conducting nationwide vaccination for the second dose of COVID-19 vaccine. The second dose vaccination will close on 25th June 2021. Hurry now. Visit the nearest vaccination site to receive your second dose. If you had your first dose on or before 5th May 2021, you need the second dose for full protection against COVID-19. Also, all persons aged 18 years and above who are yet to receive their first dose can do so now. Visit the nearest vaccination site to get vaccinated, as government has reopened vaccination for the first dose. After you have been fully vaccinated, continue to observe COVID-19 prevention protocols. COVID-19 vaccination is free, safe, and effective. For more information and to find your nearest vaccination site, visit www.nphcda.gov.ng or call 0700-220-1122. This message is from the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency.
Today, gone tomorrow. Cause you volatile like the water. and you promise what you don't know. Sometimes it's right and then it's so wrong. Them go do like say them wise. Will promise you the world. My brother all now worship. Upon all of the open eye, I see no fear water. Like you of the letter.
Airtel, the smartphone network. But Industrial Park takes off. Monday, June 21st, Afe Babalola University at Ado-Ekiti commissions Abwad Independent Power Project, IPP, and the foundation laying of multiple factories for the production of herbal drug, intravenous fluid, factories for the processing of rice, yam, cassava, pepper, MDF and HDF wood, bottle recycling factory and First-to-Fact Center. Other attractions are the donation of the personal library of Ambassador Tunde Adenira to Abwad and the public presentation of an